Hello, welcome to Quick Grade Educational Hub, your number one channel if you want to excel in your Cambridge IGCSE exams. Now today our focus is going to be on how to answer research method question 1E. And this is the question that I'm talking about. A lot of students struggle to answer this question very well. And so in this video, I'm going to enlighten you about some of the key terms that examiners want students to use when writing the research report. And so this is how they structure the question. Explain the research methods and evidence that you will choose to investigate age inequality in the workplace. Give reasons for your choices. So your answer should include two primary methods with relevant sampling, one source of secondary evidence. So you need two primary methods with relevant sampling. Normally this question is trying to test your understanding on triangulation. And so sometimes you can use one quantitative research method and then one qualitative research method. We know that in triangulation, the weakness of one method is offset by the strength of the other. And so once you're supposed to, write about two primary methods, it is very wise for you to select one, quantitative primary method and then qualitative primary research methods. And then with your relevant sampling. And that is what we are going to do today. And so if you look at the material that I have here, choose one primary method that you would use to investigate how teenagers use social media. This is a different material that I extracted from the Cambridge Support Hub. So you can select from the range of research methods that we have. You can choose a survey, questionnaire, any type of interview, whether it is structured, unstructured, whether it is semi-structured interview, whether it's group interview. You can select any of them. If it is an observation, you can use any type of observation, whether it is participant, non-participant, covert, and overt. You have to select one of these. And so when you select a particular research method, this is the most important thing that as a student you should know. In your explanation of why the method is useful to the topic, try to include concepts such as, so these are the terms and these are the concepts. These are the sociological concepts or terms that they want you to use. They want to see something like qualitative or quantitative, validity, reliability, bias, vesting, meanings and motivations, patterns and trends as appropriate. So the question is, how are you going to use these terms appropriately? I will show you how to use them in my next video. But if you select a particular research method, these are the terms that examiners expect you to use in justifying your primary research method that you are writing about. Then you see that in the question they are also talking about what? Relevant sampling. And so in IGCSE level, you know that there are 5 sampling techniques in your textbook. We have the random sampling, stratified, snowball, systematic, and then quota sampling. So if you select any of this method, in your explanation of why the sample is useful to the topic, these are the terms that they want to see: representativeness, generalizability, cross-sectional, unbiased. They want you to use these terms appropriately. So how are you going to use this term to explain them? You get to know this in my next video. And so please, if you select a particular sampling technique, they want to see these terms in your justification why this sampling is appropriate to the topic that you are writing about. Then the next thing is that you'll be asked to choose one secondary evidence or secondary data. And so we have a range of them: newspapers, official statistics, sociological studies, diaries, and others. So these are all the sources that you can use. Now also here, when you are trying to justify this, secondary sources, these are the things that they want to see when you are trying to justify it: qualitative, quantitative, validity, bias. The same things that we discussed when you select a primary research method and you are trying to justify it. So please, if you are answering this question, these are the terms. So you see that if you look at your green sociology book, you realize that the first section, you note that They've explained all of these key terms: validity, reliability. You have to understand them, because these are the terms that you are going to use to justify the research, the primary research methods that you select, the sampling technique that you select, and then what? The secondary data that you are going to use. You need to understand them. I'll end the lesson here. In my next video, I'm going to show you model answers sample answers for you to know how you can write a good research report to score all the marks, minimum 10 out of 12. I'm going to show you a lot of samples, so you stay tuned to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and then share the video so that other colleagues can get access to this video. See you in my next lesson.